everyone, Eric Rock, Spiritual Catalyst, here today to let's do a harmonization with the Ascension energies that are coming onto the planet and coming into us, as well as a harmonization with these solar rays that are also coming on the planet, some of the biggest solar flares we have ever seen. So what does this mean? Like, you may be like, what exactly, like, do you mean by this? So there's waves upon waves upon waves of ascension energy, which is higher dimensional light that opens and expands consciousness, that elevates our frequency and our vibration, giving us access to more light than ever before. And the solar flares, the solar waves, they're doing the same thing. And so we've got like this massive infusion of higher dimensional light. And so what happens is it comes onto the earth, elevating Gaia, which can then look like natural disasters and like tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, because Earth needs to cleanse herself so she can hold the higher dimensional light. And the same thing happens with us. So we receive this energy and it floods into our system. And then everything we're carrying within us that's not vibrating at that same frequency, all that density needs to come up to the surface to be released. And a lot of times we feel it all as it moves, and that can look like digestive issues, migraines, headaches, heart palpitations, insomnia, or needing to sleep like a lot, feeling nauseous, having more of an appetite, less of an appetite. We can get dizzy and lightheaded. Our physical bodies can be in pain. I made a video about this yesterday, sharing my story, because I don't often get a ton of ascension symptoms because I'm constantly harmonizing with the new fresh energies that are coming in all the time. This wave happened to be so potent that I was really feeling it, especially in my physical body. And I've only had that happen one time in particular when I did a 5-day silent retreat, speaking to no one but the presence and receiving a ton of grace, a ton of light. And by the end of the 5 days, like my whole body ached because so much was coming to the surface to be purged. So the interesting thing about this, for me anyway, is that while my body's going through this deep transformation and things are purging and coming up to be released, there isn't any story around it. There's no commentary. It's just this pure sensations that I'm feeling, which in so many ways makes it easier to feel and process and let it come through when there's not a story attached to it. Because when we get in the story, and I'm not saying our stories aren't important, they are, but when we base our whole identity on the stories and we carry those stories and let it define us and it crystallizes in the body, and then when we go to purge, that story comes up and we get emotionally into it, it keeps it around longer. That's been my experience. So that's what I want to share. I'm keeping it brief, but let's go into silence. I'm going to create a field of resonance and setting powerful intentions that we are right now, mind, body, spirit, soul, and life. Every iota of our being down to the cellular level, we will harmonize with the ascension energies that are coming in and the solar waves that are also showering down to us so that we can navigate through this most intense energetic time with ease, speed, and grace in the most loving, highest destiny way possible. Okay, so that's the intention. So there's nothing you need to do. Just sit, get still with me. And I invite you to open your hands to the sky. This is a receptive posture, and it's telling the universe that we're open to receive, okay? So take some deep breaths, breathing in for the count of 3, holding at the top of the breath for the count of 3, and then exhaling through the mouth for the count of 3. Breathing in for the count of 3, holding at the top of the breath for the count of 3, and exhaling for the count of 3. Breathing in for 3, holding at the top of the breath for 3, and exhaling through the mouth for 3. Breathing in for 3, holding at the top of the breath for 3, and exhaling for 3. And one more time, breathing in for 3, holding at the top of the breath for 3, and exhaling through the mouth for 3. So sitting in this field, my throat is clearing. So sitting in this field, we are harmonizing in the most loving, highest destiny way possible with all these waves of light so that we can navigate through this with ease, speed, and grace in the most loving, highest destiny way possible. So we'll sit in silence for an extended period to allow this harmonization to take place. And we will start now. And we're going to seal this harmonization by placing both hands over the heart, breathing into the heart, exhaling through the mouth, breathing a few more deep breaths into the heart. And gently but firmly come back into your body. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And now I want to make sure we're grounded. So focus on the soles of your feet. And I want you to see, feel, allow, imagine smoky quartz coming from your feet going down into Mother Earth. And I want to open it up to saying and intending that if there is a different crystal that would be for your highest and best, right now, may that specimen of crystal come out of your feet and going down, connecting really deep into Mother Earth, feeling grounded and anchored into your body. Okay. So come back to this video if you feel like you need to, because when we're in these massive waves of ascension and awakening and solar waves, it can feel like we're going 150 miles an hour over speed bumps. Like it can feel super jarring. So I am hoping and intending that the harmonization we did here today will make you kind of navigate through this time in such more of a graceful, easier, being able to breathe deeper way. If you have any questions or want to share your experience, post in the comments below. And if you know of someone that could benefit from this, please share it with them. I always appreciate that. So until next time, my friends, drink lots of water, breathe in the light of the sun, get your bare feet on the earth, and giggle. Try to, watch funny videos and stuff, like keep a light heart, because when this new energy comes in and we're not quite sure like what this is about, because the mind doesn't have a reference point for it, we can kind of lock down and go into some fear and resistance. So I've been spending a lot of time watching comedy. Do it. You'll feel better. All right. Love you all. See you soon.